One thing I struggle with pretty hard, it would be calculus. I am now in my third trimester. I have yet to get an A in calculus, and it comes very hard for me. I study hard, but yet the grades, they just don't come.
I need to take it slow. My heart is growing cold. I'm trying to hide my feelings from the people that I know. And they
Another struggle I have would be public speaking. I can talk in front of a group of people as long as you need me to, but once you get me in a set speech, I can't do it. I had speech class last trimester, and I struggled all the time with this.
but I can say despite the struggle and the fight, it's weakened all the muscles in my body like kryptonite. It's making me
One thing I struggle with is capturing the whole deal about snakes. Snakes scare me more than anything else in the world, and I just don't know how they move, because if I get on the ground and try to slither like that, I don't go anywhere, and it scares the crap out of me.
feel like there is no other way but to hit the streets and get that dough. Got me hoping and a praying for a bed.
Something I struggle with is overanalyzing everything. I can't stop thinking about something. If I have something on my mind, I just keep thinking about it. I can't just let it go. So one of my struggles is definitely overanalyzing everything in my life.
Routines for dance.
Facing trouble every day, trying to walk away from a life of sorrow. It's a struggle every day.
Another thing I struggle with would be narrow bridges. A couple years ago, early in the morning, I dozed off and I ran into a narrow bridge and crashed, and then rolled into the ditch. So narrow bridges still, they scare me every time I see one.
Trying not to rob, she's still a swallow. I'm facing trouble every day, trying to walk.
Something I struggle with is letting my feelings out. I tend to keep them in for way too long, and then they just get stacked and stacked up, and then they never get resolved. So something I struggle with would be keeping my feelings inside and not letting them out.
From a life of sorrow, it's a struggle every day. It's a struggle. Trying not to rob, she's still a
Another thing I struggle with would be babies. Anything having to do with babies. I'm a big guy, and they're so small that I'm afraid that I'm going to hurt them or drop them, and most of the time they end up controlling me instead of me controlling them, because I just don't know quite what I can do with one.
Streets I know